Welcome to the first joint Pins and Needles and Owl About Yarn podcast / on the road vlog. We're on our way to Nottingham Yarn Expo, so we'll be taking you with us on our journey and telling you about all the service stations that we come across.
Yes.
I'm Jenny, also known online everywhere as Owl About Yarn.
I'm Zoe, and I'm Pins and Needles UK everywhere.
We've just got to Strensham services on the M5. We haven't been inside yet.
I think did we not cover Strensham on the Yarndale one?
Probably. It's a stop on the way to quite a lot of places.
I think it had a brief mention at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to go and try the Costa in there today because we need one of those hot chocolates.
There's a hot chocolate with Black
Forest. Yeah.
Black Forest drizzle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that'll be a good sugar boost to get us through the next bit of the journey.
Technically, we're abroad now.
Oh, I forgot my passport.
We're in foreign parts. We are no longer in Wales.
No longer in Welshist Wales.
Nope.
It was actually sunnier in Wales than it is here.
Croeso I Lloegr. Is that how you say it?
Well, something along
What's
those
the
lines.
last word?
Lloegr.
Lloegr. Oh,
Lloegr.
Lloegr. That means welcome to England.
Yeah.
For all you foreigners. I'm expecting to be shot with a longbow any minute.
Isn't there something about shooting English people with bows and arrows is still legal in Wales?
I've heard that you're allowed to shoot a Scotsman with a bow and arrow in York, but I think that's reasonable.
You're allowed to shoot a Scotsman on the beach on the Isle of Man if he's wearing tartan.
It's too cold for tartan. It's November. Maybe they're all incognito.
I was reading a book and it said it the other day and it just stuck in my mind because I thought that's a bit harsh. But I suppose if a Scotsman was invading the Isle of Man,
would you bother? Unless you want to register your private jet like Lewis Hamilton for tax purposes.
I think it might have been a little before private jets that they were.
It's not worth it for anything less. I'm not risking an arrow to the calf.
Oh,
or indeed a plaid skirt at this time of year. It's definitely too cold.
No, I'm full on jeans and jumpers now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've had quite the busy week before coming away. It's been, oh look, the sun's coming out and it's making us all dark. It's just rude. It's been quite a week. 2
out of my 3 children have thrown up and had a day off school.
Yeah.
I've worked some shifts.
I need to go and buy hand sanitizer because there's no way that she's giving me vomity germs. I've told her no hugs this weekend. She's not getting any hugs at all.
She's going to get one of those squeezy bottles of Sillet Bang, and every time my back is turned,
yeah, yeah,
bang, and the germs are gone, just like Barry says.
Yeah, so don't worry, I'll drench her in it before we go to Nottingham tomorrow. It'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And I'll hang a bell round her neck or something.
Yeah.
So
or I'll have a little bell, like a leper. Unclean. I'm fine. I don't feel sick at all. I'm fine. I am ravenously hungry, and you've been teasing me with the offer of a cheese bap for the last 25 miles.
Yeah, but we had to start our vlog first.
That's very true.
Priorities,
yep.
People.
Priorities.
So we've got our cups of tea, although you've probably drunk all of yours.
I've drunk all of mine.
But
can I do a shameless plug for my pattern?
Of course, I was getting to that.
The other reason I've been so busy is I released my second ever pattern, which is the Jackson's Bay cowl pattern.
It's a really nice pattern.
Yeah, I quite like it.
I want to knit it.
And 3 people have bought it already. Lovely Leslie bought it. Thank you, Leslie. And 2 other people. So yeah.
Who are equally lovely, I'm sure.
Equally lovely. Oh, Christine. Thanks, Christine. And somebody else who's now going to be mortally offended that I didn't remember their name. But I love that third person too.
Cornelia.
Oh, yes. Something like that. Very fancy name.
It's a nice name.
It's a lovely name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a Cornelia in the Chalet School books.
Was there?
I used to read the Chalet School books when I was growing up. Yeah, that's off topic a little bit.
So yeah, we've had crazy busy weeks.
Yeah, so there's new Jackson's Bay cowl pattern that you want to go and buy. There will be links. And I've got a kit coming out with Cece from the Geeky Girls Knit podcast.
Yeah.
We're both Anne of Green Gables fans, and she's designed a shawl pattern, a 2-skein shawl pattern, using my yarn. 2 colours.
I was going to
solid
say,
colours.
is it two colour? Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
2
fun.
solid colours. And I'm also doing a project bag for the kit as well as the yarn. So pre-orders will have opened by the time this goes out, and unless all the places were bought by newsletter subscribers, and after what happened with the retreat, I'm not going to say that there are still places, but if there are still places left, there'll be a link in the show notes to go and buy a kit as well. So
yeah, we're both a bit limp, to be honest, and Nottingham is quite a drive, and we've got to brave the M1.
Well, we've got to get around Birmingham first, and that's the killer.
Yeah,
going around the M42.
that's the only way to deal with Birmingham. Just just skip it right round the outside.
But we might have to go to those services if we get stuck in traffic again with the electric loos.
Never. I'll pee in a bush.
I really want to take her there again. It was
now
so
that I've drunk
funny.
all my tea, I've got an empty receptacle.
Oh, that would be.
She peas are a thing.
Yeah, but not in your tea flask.
Well,
That give a bit of a salty aftertaste for the rest
We'll
of the
have to clean
weekend, wouldn't it? Oh no. Anyway, lunchtime.
Lunchtime, end of stage 1.
Yes.
Pins on the road.
Yes.
Owl on the wing. You need a travelling hashtag, because my travelling hashtag is pins on the road.
I've got one. It's
What's-
all about yarn on the road.
Oh,
It's always been that.
is it? Oh, okay. Hashtag Owl about yarn on the road.
And I don't have to do all the driving because we've added Mrs. Carter to the insurance,
I get to drive the party bus.
and it was actually £5 a year cheaper.
That's why she's buying me the hot chocolate.
Yeah, so I owe her a hot
Are they
chocolate.
£5?
No,
I was going to say, Christ, they better be really good for £5.
no, but I've brought you party rings as well,
Yes.
and gin. So between it all, you'll have your £5
Pulling all the
worth.
stops out. I told you it was a party bus.
We might have saved the gin until we've got to Nottingham.
Yeah, I've got to buy some tonic. Even I want to drink neat gin. I'm not that desperate yet.
And we're not swigging it on the M1.
No. By 2:30 on Sunday, I might be at that point, but not yet.
Oh, I don't know. I reckon tomorrow night we'll probably be pretty knackered by the time we get back
Yeah.
to the B&B.
I think we will.
Yeah. Anyway, lunch.
Anyway,
And
sandwiches.
we will talk to you more
Later.
in a bit. Yes.
All right.
So we've been into the services. They were okay. My toilet was clean.
I can't give you the review of my toilet. I actually discussed it with Jenny, and I was like, I don't think I can say that on the podcast.
Too much information.
Let's just say we bought some hand sanitizer, and I will be sanitising my backside at the next available opportunity. Oh my God.
On the plus side, we did go and get our Black Forest hot chocolates.
The chocolate bits are sparkly.
Sparkly chocolate. Sparkly sort of red chocolate.
I blame Debbie for this.
Yeah.
You know who you are, Debbie.
Yeah. So we're consuming more than a meal's worth of calories in solidarity and Christmas spirit.
You get drizzle, and it's really sharp.
I'm fine.
It's clearly me.
It's her.
Got very
She's
sensitive jaws.
special snowflake.
Yeah.
So as you'll notice, there's been a change in position. My
I'm
glamorous
definitely
assistant
I'm a bit
is,
lower down now.
Yeah, my glamorous assistant is going to pilot the rest of the way, I think.
Yeah.
Unless we get stuck in traffic and have to make another stop, and then I'll take
gonna be
over
fine.
because that'll be fine. But yeah, I kept losing my train of thought. So Zoe decided that it might be a good idea if she took over the driving for a little bit. I think it was the staring at the ceiling that finally got you.
Not getting in that car with you behind the wheel.
Anyway, so Strencham Services, the Costa, is good. We
like
won't mention
these.
the toilets.
No.
Hand sanitizer.
They have showers now.
Oh yeah.
There's a big sign. We now have shower facilities. So perhaps once we've completed our nationwide survey of toilet facilities, we could go back round showering. Incidentally, why would one need to shower at a service station? I mean, obviously I now do, having had that
Truckers.
hideous...
But she needs more like a hip bath full of bleach rather than
Yeah.
a shower. Truckers, if they're on the road for, sleeping in their cabs and stuff, and then they can stop at a service station and have a shower.
Oh, okay. In that case, why is it so new that they have to advertise it? Truck has not been showering?
Sponge baths. Packet of baby wipes. French wash.
Good French wash.
With the aftershave. Not aftershave. Antiperspirant.
Yeah. How are you supposed to eat all the creamy chocolate bits off the top? Because when you drink it, it slides away from you.
You slurp viciously. Or you do that. Or you could use the lid as a sort of dip.
But then it all gets stuck in there.
Well, then you lick it out.
This is why I only ever order tea, because everything else is complicated.
I put up with the complications to have the sugar.
And what if it never gets to the bit in the middle? And you go all the way down to the bottom and you never get the tasty bit right in the middle?
It'll slide out. It's fine.
But I'll be driving.
Well, we'll drink it before we go. I won't force you to go. I'm going to get to knit on the way to a yarn festival.
I didn't knit just now, did I? Why didn't I knit earlier?
I don't know. You told me about how you haven't knitted for a couple of days, which just shows how busy she's been, because
I haven't really got festival appropriate knitting. I've got my latest sock design, which obviously isn't great for knitting on the stand. And I've got my scrappy sock blanket with me. But that's decreases and counting, so fine for the evenings, but not for the stand.
And you were going to bring a hat, weren't you?
But I didn't have time. Didn't have time to find the needles. I've got the pattern and the yarn. So,
do you want to knit my Weasley jumper for me?
I'm rather unprepared. I think our tension would be too different. So you're using your finger now. Little miss, oh, it all slides down.
I didn't want to slurp on camera. I decided that was slightly less uncouth. I've got cherry syrup all the way down the outside
Christmas
of the cup.
cups, look.
Yeah. Christmas is coming, Christmas is coming.
Can't be Christmas until it's been Jocelyn's birthday.
Well, you want to tell them in Costa then?
I'll leave a review.
I have a finished object to share later on.
Do you? Oh, we're doing podcast styly whips and faux, are we?
Well, only if you've got anything with you. I have a whip and a faux.
I like to write about using your finger.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a faux. I have a whip as well, but that's not as exciting. Oh, scratch my finger. Yeah, so I'll share that with you later, but I think I'll wait for the B&B, and also my hands are a bit sticky now from the cherry syrup, so maybe not such a good idea to be handling silk and merino and stuff. Right.
I've got nothing else to say. I'm too busy eating Black Forest hot chocolate with my index finger.
I've arrived. I'm here on the street with all of my belongings piled up on a wall. It's not a huge access bay to get into the venue, so we've basically had to stop on the side of the road, chuck all my stuff out of the car, and Zoe and Jill have gone to park the car because Jill, being a local, knows where we are, knows where you can park, and then we'll be getting all the stuff in there and setting up. Morning!
Hiya! There's lots of traffic.
Yeah.
Bus. Bit.
Yeah, 2 cups of tea, third is in the bag, but yeah, late night.
Late night. We were setting up till 10 and we didn't even finish, so go gadget arms this morning.
Well, it's not too bad, it's just the yarn to cut out really and the stitch markers,
Yes.
so
Oh,
But
massive smooches to Jill, Bertie and
huge
Poppet.
thank you to Jill for helping us last night to at least get the structure of the stall up. So.
Yeah, we had unloading times, and funnily enough, it all ran a bit late, so we didn't even get in until basically 9:15. So,
Yeah.
I think there might be a feedback form.
Well, so we do apologise to any of you that we saw at the show, because obviously this was right after. We seemed a bit dazed and confused. We are.
We are, yeah. And we had the glories of wandering through Nottingham city centre at 10:15 at night, which was fun.
Yeah, that might be another feedback issue.
Yeah.
I would not have been happy about going to find my car on my own if I'd not had my glamorous assistant with me.
/ bodyguard.
Yeah.
I'm a multi-purpose assistant.
She could take any of them.
Yeah.
It's fine. But it's there are a lot of clubs and a lot of students out, quite inebriated by the time we left the conference centre. So it
We
was a
walked
bit.
past Rock City, wasn't it? Absolutely heaving, and people selling t-shirts in the street. It was a bit random.
It's a bit intimidating if you're on your own.
It was a bit.
So anyway,
You know, still alive.
we're live.
We're alive. We're looking
We
forward to
didn't
today.
overheat in our flat. Our flat's rather warm.
It is. It's nice though.
Yeah, it definitely does everything we need it to.
Are we still going in the right direction now?
Yes, that way.
Excellent. There you are, random heckle from a bloke in a car. Hope you enjoyed that.
But yeah, so we're just walking in because our flat's only about 20 minutes from the venue.
Got to get your
walk.
steps in, you see.
Yeah, a bit of fresh air as well.
And Nottingham's gorgeous.
Maybe not this part quite so
But maybe
much,
this is,
but
no, maybe not this part. This is still nice, but like the city centre, and we're staying in a seriously fancy bit. It's like a gated,
community, yeah.
very posh. I kicked my way through all of the leaves. Sorry, not sorry. It's too much fun.
Yeah, all the massive houses. Perhaps we'll try and record a little bit of,
Yeah.
we'll take some pictures on the way home or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
it'll be
be
dark
fun.
by then. It'll have to be tomorrow morning.
Yes, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's all good. We're just tired. Maybe by the end of the third cup of tea, we'll feel a little bit more human.
Yeah. I think when we get the setup done, we'll be fine. It's actually harder doing the setup and the breakdown than the selling yarn bit in the middle.
Especially the setup, because you're always on some sort of time limit.
Yeah.
And so you've always got an eye on the clock to make sure that it's done before
The next lot come in.
and before the buyers come in, the customers.
And while we remember, we're kind of tucked away a bit. We're on the the top floor, and you've got to make sure you come find us because we're kind of tucked down at the far end.
Sweetie, this goes out on Monday.
Oh, hope you found us because we were kind of tucked down the far end.
Yeah.
I hadn't
We'll
thought
put
of
it
that.
on Instagram, it's fine, we'll do some stories
Yeah.
before it all starts. But yeah, there's there's the main bit, and then there's a corridor, and there's our bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully there's good maps in the show guides.
Oh, we should make sure we get one of those.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Right then, let's focus on going the right way.
Yes, good plan.
Talk to you later.
See you in a bit.
We're all set up, nearly. Zoe's just putting some extra prices on because I've missed a couple of prices on my labels. But we are ready. What do you think? There's all my fibre and my bats. I've got my bargain shelf with the end of line Aran. I've got my fibre braids there. Non-sparkly yarn. Gradient, self-striping, sparkly, mini skeins. This I will show you later because this is my finished object. And my project bags. Lots and lots of sets of stitch markers. Mini skein earrings, mini micro skein earrings. And my progress keepers that I showed you on the last podcast on the boards. Glamorous assistant checking all the prices, and there we are. There's a lot of room around the stalls. There's my neighbours. Next couple of stalls, and then there's some more down there that way. I haven't had a good wander around yet. Oh, look, we've got some more just underneath here. Maybe I should have put my sign on the window, on the balcony, to say, come up here. Oh, Garthenaw's just down there. Who's that? Can't see. But hopefully, lots of people will find their way up to us and our little island of stalls. I don't know if you can see, there are some more behind us as well. So yeah, wish us a good day. Hi.
Hi.
End of day 1.
Well, day 2 really. I think Friday was day 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose that can count as day.
When you're working a festival, the day before the festival is definitely the first day of work. A lot of packing.
Yes.
Driving.
Yes. Singing.
Singing.
Wasn't so much singing today.
No.
We're both exhausted. You're not going to get very much logical reasoning out of us at the moment.
We couldn't even face getting into our pyjamas yet, so we're in our normal clothes tucked up in bed. And I said to Jenny, you wait, you put your iPad on to record, and then the nice man from the Chinese takeaway will knock and deliver our dinner. I'll have to put my boots on. But it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, any minute now. Nice Chinese takeaway.
Shredded crispy beef. Crispy duck pancakes.
Yeah. Szechuan chicken for me.
Szechuan chicken.
Spring rolls.
Spring rolls.
All that broccoli.
Oh, broccoli. Broccoli fried with garlic. Oh.
Have you ever seen anybody so excited by broccoli?
I love vegetables. My favourite kind of curry is vegetable curry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell Rob, he makes quite a good curry.
Your Rob makes a brilliant curry.
He makes a vegetable curry. Was the first curry I ever had that he made.
Yeah, he's a good chef. I'll give him that.
Mm.
And fried rice. Egg fried rice.
Yes.
We were also going to eat this while drinking gin. And we have the gin, but alas,
Alack.
no tonic.
No.
You did suggest a tin of Sprite. It's not really going to be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And normally I would happily go and walk. It's only 10 minutes up the road to nearest shop where I could get a bottle of tonic water. But it's really, really dark. Like,
Yeah.
incredibly dark. It's almost like living in the middle of the countryside and there not being streetlights, because the streetlights light about 3 feet either side of them and nothing else.
It must be a deliberate choice because they are weirdly useless streetlights to the point that you can't see your feet where you're going and you're worried you're going to fall off a curb and twist your ankle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's quite posh where we are, so maybe they're too tight to spend any of their money on things like decent bulbs for the streetlights.
Maybe they're driven everywhere so they don't care that it's dark.
Yeah, who cares if the staff trip over on their way to scrub the kitchens?
Yeah, but anyway, it's really dark. And,
we just don't want to, basically.
Well, I would have done.
Would you have done?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's really dark.
it's really
and
dark.
Somebody will attack me if I go out in that dark. That's how I was brought up.
Okay.
And I'm not dragging you out.
I will go and get the takeaway from the takeaway delivery person.
From the front door.
From the front door. But that's it.
Yeah. No, it's going to be good. We've been looking forward to just sitting down all day, haven't we?
I mean, it's been a good day.
It's been a really good day. It's just unfortunate that we started off so tired.
Yeah.
So it does colour it a little bit when you just start off exhausted.
Yeah. And this duvet, right. And I've lost a DPN. Nobody move. Right. Okay. You ready? What's that? It's the loudest most down duvet I've ever shared with anybody, not just Jenny.
I think it's either stuffed with newspaper or dry leaves.
It must be like really loud. So you're lying in bed, trying not to move.
She was. I'm not that considerate.
No, it didn't seem to bother you.
No.
And then I was awake at 5:30 this morning as usual.
Oh, that's not a problem I have.
No, I noticed. I rustled really loudly. She still didn't move. Look at that. Nothing. Yeah, but no, we had a good day. Met some lovely people.
Yeah, that's the highlight of any of these shows, is to see the people that you only see at shows.
It's always the best bit, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're better with remembering names and things, so why don't you talk about who we met?
There's Jeanette. Lovely Jeanette. Hi,
yes.
Jeanette. And there was Hannah. My stock count is out, Hannah. I'm blaming you, because if you remember, it was you that was helping me with my list, so I'm just putting that out there. Blame Hannah. Okay. And there was Sue. Lovely Sue. And a couple of other ladies who I don't think ever did tell me their name, but they did say that they watched the podcast, so hello to you too.
Yeah, that's always nice to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, and lots of our mates that are other vendors.
Yes.
So like Becky of River Knits, and Estelle of Midwinter, Debbie Dancer down Sheepy Lane. Lovely Debbie.
Yeah. And Lucy from Country Bumps podcast, she came.
Hi Lucy.
And who else was there? We're forgetting people.
Oh, the Yarningham crew. Lovely
yes.
Sarah and Sarah's friend, whose name I can never remember. What's Sarah's friend's name? The lady with the glasses.
Sarah's friend. I'm trying to think of the emails that they send. Sarah and. Lovely person.
She is very lovely.
But I hinted at Sarah that maybe teas and coffees being brought to the stalls could be a good idea for vendors at Yarningham.
At Yarningham, yes.
And she was like, I can totally do that.
They're changing the venue for next year, and I can't remember where.
It's in Moseley, I think. Not too far away.
But what is it, like a conference centre or a...
It's I can only remember from the pictures. It looks like a hotel or a stately home, or that sort of a big building.
Yeah, Sturchley Baths was lovely, but they just outgrew it so quickly because it was such a good show.
Yeah, so it would be nice to have a bit more space. And there's more car parking at this new space as well, which would be nice.
Speaking of space, the Nottingham Yarn Expo is at Nottingham Trent University in their convention centre, and it's a lovely venue. So much space.
Massive.
Huge. We're stand 98, so there must be 100.
There's nearly 120, I think.
Yeah, stands. But because they had the space there, it really, you didn't get the elbows, trying to get in. And they had a string quartet. What's that about?
That's well posh, that is.
I like the idea of that, but if you were at the stand next to the string quartet, I might have had a bit of a... After the first 4 hours.
It could have been
the
worse.
4 seasons.
When I was in high school, I went a lot of times to play at random places in my brass choir.
Oh God.
So it could have been a trumpet down your ear roll.
It could have been a trumpet down your ear roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, really nice and spacious. Toilets. I'm going 8 out of 10.
Only 8. Is that because there aren't roller towels?
That is partly it.
Yeah.
Lovely and clean.
Plenty of toilets.
Push button flushes.
Yeah.
Plenty of things. The sinks, though, had a sensor to turn the water on and off.
I like that.
I know they do it to save water, but I think that's a load of rubbish. Because I turn the
water
on.
It's about germs, isn't it?
Is it about germs? I thought it was a water.
I reckon, because you pushed. There was a little thing to push for soap, and then you wave at it for water, and you don't have to touch anything.
Yeah, it's at the door handle on the way out.
Yeah, I know, that's always a downside. There needs to be a sort of antiseptic spray.
And they had those hand dryers rather than towels. But
oh yeah, the hand towel, the dryers in there were vicious.
They were. Take your eyebrows off. I was waiting, and there was one lady drying her hands, and she moved to her hands and angled it so her whole... She had sort of bobbed hair by here and it just went... She was like, Like I just stepped out of the salon.
Well, yeah, people pay money for that.
Well, yeah. She looks a little bit more Kate Bush than she'd planned, I'd think, but at least she had a dry face.
Yeah.
And hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was nice seeing all the people. We got nice people next to us.
Yes.
Northshire Yarns.
Yes. They're lovely. It's their first show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very exciting for them.
There's quite a few people who are doing their first show.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see that there are new.
Felt like old hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, and nice for the people coming to buy to see different things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's always
That's
nice
good.
because you don't want. Oh, there's a little fly. You don't want the same old things time after time, do you? You want.
Bloody hell, Owl About Yarn again.
Well, no, apart from me. Obviously, you want me there every single time. Obviously. And Pins and Needles Designs.
Bobs.
Yeah, you had a pretty good day with your patterns.
Yeah. I sold 14 on Ravelry. One was to one lady twice. She had a bit of an internet snafu and accidentally bought 2 copies in 15 minutes. So when I get back
That's
home...
happened to us all, isn't it? That sort of thing where you're like, has it gone through? Has it gone through?
So I'm going to refund her on Monday.
Yeah.
And I sold 2 paper copies and 1 copy of my socks and
a
it was
kit.
really nice. Oh, and yes, and a kit, a Beach Hut socks kit. So
Yeah. But plenty of people were glad that they could pick up the cowl and
have a feel.
Yeah, and plenty of people also, when they saw the socks as they were walking past, were commenting favourably on them.
Yeah, that's nice actually.
Yeah.
And you sold some of yours?
Well, I sold a pattern.
The autumn twist mitts.
A pattern.
We realised Jenny forgot to bring her knitted samples, and I've lost mine. I knit a lovely turquoise sparkly pair from Jenny's yarn, and then my daughter appropriated them. So we didn't have any samples to hang up.
As they do.
So that's going on the list. I've decided that probably Monday, because I'm going to be spending most of Monday sat on my backside on the sofa, I need to make a spreadsheet, like a yarn festival template spreadsheet list for everything from undercrackers to clamps for the stand. And
via power banks for charging devices in between and stuff. Yeah. She's my spreadsheet queen. So
it's got to be done. Well, it's just so that I can only think once, and then it's over because I can't handle thinking on a regular basis. It's why I do.
Well, we have so many things to think about, so it's just taking
insane.
one of the decision sets away.
And there'll always be odd things that we have to add on or take off, or
definitely.
But yeah, it's why I do a weekly meal plan.
Yeah, I do too.
Because then you've only got to think about it once.
Yeah. Do you all do weekly meal plans, or is it just us that being? I think it's quite a common thing, isn't it?
I'm the only person that I know locally that does it. You and me and everyone else is a kind of seat of the pants.
Well, otherwise, don't they just end up with loads of food that goes to waste, or they have to go shopping 4 times a week or something?
My friend goes shopping 3 days at a time on the basis that she doesn't know what she wants to eat next Thursday. And I'm like, but then you have to go to the shops all the bleeding time and think about it several times a week instead of once.
No, I couldn't be doing with that.
No, I can't be doing with that.
Not
anyway,
when I've got so much to do. I need to just be able to say, oh, look, that's what we're having for tea tonight.
And meal planning, I don't know about you, meal planning is like a big event. I have to sit down and I've got my diary and I've got a pen and paper and I have to check what I've got in the freezer, and I look at my diary and I'm like, right, well, we need to slow cook a meal this day because we're all in different places, eating at different times, and I got so-and-so coming over, so I need extra for that day. It's not just, 7 dinners. Serious business.
Well, I wouldn't say it's that serious. I stand in front of the calendar with a pen and, you know, if somebody's out, I'll arrange it. But it's not a sitting down and... Yeah,
maybe
okay, she does take it more seriously than me.
Invading Poland takes less planning than my weekly meal.
It's usually 2 minutes before I'm going out the door to do the shopping.
I do mine online. Gotta love Asda online.
Yeah.
They think, you know, when you order something and they don't have it and they give you a replacement, 9 times out of 10 it's absolutely fine. and then the one time you can just tell that the person doing the picking off the shelves doesn't have a bleeding clue what to do with the thing they can't find. Yeah. So I ordered potato cakes, like potato farls, you know, I don't know if you... Yeah. And they didn't have any, so I got syrup scotch pancakes with eggs. I mean, they were nice and we ate them, but I'm so really not the same thing at all. Yeah.
Oh, my days.
So why haven't you got your knitting? I'm knitting. You're not knitting.
It's over there.
That's a good point.
I tell you what, you talk about what you're working on.
Oh, okay.
And I will try and get out of the bed without making the camera joggle too much. I'm very sorry. And I'll go and fetch.
And without rustling.
Oh, well, that's impossible.
It's like autumn leaves. When you kick through autumn leaves, it's like that. I'm sorry it's so dark. The lighting here isn't great, but then it's a flat.
I'm so stiff.
Anyway, so I didn't have any perfect knitting to bring with me. Everything's at the wrong point to be festival knitting or knitting when you're knackered. So, oh, that's even worse. Scrappy sock blanket. I was at work one day on a monster shift and I had come without my knitting and I was having a slight meltdown. So Jenny very kindly found a load of yarn ends and came down to see me with packed lunch, because I'd forgotten my lunch, hadn't I?
Yeah. It was a bad day.
It was a really bad day. I had no knitting, no food, and I think I had the wrong trousers on or something. I can't remember. So she bought me
just
food.
Everything was wrong. I didn't bring you trousers though.
No, well, no. Food, knitting needles, yarn scraps.
I did, yeah.
And just a soothing pat on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They're there. That sort of...
They're there. Only another 9 hours to go.
So yeah, this is going to be part of your blanket,
Yes, I'm knitting lots of squares, and you square them off, and then I do cream border, and then I'm going to put it together. So it's not a continuous massive blanket, it's individual squares which I then seam together. Yeah,
well, I mean, you've shown it on the podcast before, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's not a new...
No, I haven't done any work on it for a while, but it's nice to pick it up again. And I don't mind finishing work, so I won't mind seaming it together.
Yeah, well, I'd imagine that sort of a thing, that's going to be quite... okay, words gone, brain.
Quick, frustrating.
Satisfying,
lengthy
to put together.
Yeah,
because you'll have all of your little squares, and it'll really be coming together quite quickly into a decent sized blanket.
The reason I don't want to join as I go is because I want to. I haven't got all the yarn I need. I'm buying it as I go, so I don't want to seam them as I go. I want to be able to finish all the squares and then lay them out and move them around until I'm happy.
Yeah.
With an order.
Yeah.
So, this is a very long-term project.
But that's fine.
Yeah, happy with that.
Mine's definitely a very, very long term.
Because you kind of get...
I touched it for ages.
You get a little satisfaction finished feeling when you finish a square.
Yeah.
Weave all the ends in and do the border and stuff, and you feel like you've finished a bit. So yeah, that's good. That's what I'm knitting.
Is that all that you have with you?
I do have my next sock design with me.
Oh, well, you can't show that.
I'm doing a collaboration.
Super secret.
With the fabulous
Indie Dyer.
All About Yarn. But I have not got enough brain for designing sock knitting shenanigans, so I'm just going to knit mitered squares until my shredded crispy beef.
It was very optimistic of you to bring it with you, really.
I was at the stage of packing where I was just throwing things into bags, and that was...
Oh, I'm glad it's not just me.
No.
I was there too on Friday. I've got some of the most random things that you've ever seen.
At least I remembered the ratchet.
Yes. Yeah, you did.
That was good. Difference.
Well, anyway, what I've been working on is completely mindless and perfect. And I was working on it in the car. Oh, there's a fluff on it. And it's Jack's Weasley jumper, which looks like nothing at all in this light. But, you know... It's a blob.
It's sort of
to be fair,
maroon, I'd call it.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not that much more interesting when you look at it in good light at the moment. It's just acres of stocking stitch, but you can just about make out my progress keeper here, and I've I did that bit in the car yesterday, and it's in Hayfield Bonus Aaron.
Gotta love Hayfield Bonus Aaron.
In a maroon, as my son.
Look at the size. It's the size of our heads.
As my son requested, it's maroon and it's going to have an orange J on the front.
Oh, he wants a J for Jack, not an H for Harry Potter, does he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, just checking.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a J. So that'll be duplicate stitched on.
Yeah.
After.
It was. I think it was Very Pink Knits. Because I'd never done duplicate stitch before, and I posted on it about Instagram, and was it Kaz63?
Quite possibly.
Who suggested I look at Very Pink Knits, and everyone seems to have heard about her except me, but she does really good tutorials, so I went and subscribed to her, and she does a Swiss darning tutorial, which is really good.
Oh, cool. I've done it before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
What did you do it on?
I think it was a jumper for Erin.
Oh, okay.
Years ago. Do you remember I did her an apple tree jumper, and it was pink. It had stripy sleeves and an apple tree on the front. And
I don't remember.
I think it was that I used it for. It was a long time ago, but I know I've done duplicate stitch before.
I think the only thing is getting your tension right. It's pretty easy as a technique. It's just making it match with the knitted fabric.
Yeah. So that's what I've brought that I'm working on at the moment. I'll have to make a point of showing you my finished object when we're at the show tomorrow, because it's on display. So
oh yes. Yeah.
I can't show you that right now. But I finished my Rose Craddock shawl, which is an Alec and Alice pattern, and it's for our knit along in the Knit Tea Retreat Ravelry group. And I bombed through it.
You did? I've hardly done anything on my shawl.
Well, you see, here's the secret, I wanted to submit it for a class in the Harry Potter Knit and Crochet House Cup.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and it all has to be started and finished in the same month.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
There's a limit to what you can enter in that then.
Well, yeah, they have longer term projects as well, which are the
okay.
Owls and Newts and
Right.
Order of the Phoenix missions. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds quite complicated. I'm not sure I'd...
No, you do need to brain a little bit to follow
Okay.
what's going on. But it's fun when you're in there, and everybody's very friendly and chatty and stuff. So it's a nice Ravelry group to be in. But yeah, so that was my nerdy geeky side. I submitted it for a class and won many internet points.
Internet points are real.
Yes. And it inspired me to get it finished, so I'm not going to complain about that.
And it's nice to have had it for display, because you needed to add your new yak yarn.
I did, yeah. So it's nice to be able to...
Tibetan owl.
Tibetan owl, yeah. Merino silk and yak.
Yeah, and it feels lovely, and it's nice to see, for the customers to see how it works out. So yeah, it's good. We'll show them in the morning.
Yes. But I think we're going to say ta off now.
Yeah.
Because hopefully our Chinese will be here. Well, it said 7:50 and it's 7:48. So it
2
could
minutes.
be any minute now.
2 minutes and then we can put our pyjamas on. Got to keep myself fully dressed till the Chinese arrives.
Yeah. There are some standards that we adhere to. Thought I'd take advantage of a quiet moment just to show you the area that I'm in, and a view down into the lower floor. There's Whistlebear and Garthanor and war stalls down there on the lower floor, and there's more underneath the balcony that I'm stood on as well, but I'm not going to hang off like a lunatic. There's Tilly Flop over there with her beautiful cards, and then Jelly Beans Yarn and Northshire Yarns is next to me, and there's obviously me. Zoe's gone off on a tea break, which is why I'm talking to you, because I'm all lonely. Town End Alpacas, Gwenol, and I don't know who that is at the end. I should go and get their name. Sorry, I was on a ledge then. So this is where I am, and there's another row of stalls behind us. More stalls that way. Wonder if I can see them if I get back up on my little ledge. As you can see, oh yeah, look over there. There's a bigger area with more stalls. Just over there. Excuse the plaster on my finger. Yeah, but as you can see, there's plenty of space for wandering around, so nobody's having to elbow anyone out of the way. But it's a bit quiet at the moment. I think maybe people are going off to have their lunch. And they'll be back in again a little bit later. We've finished. We've packed up.
Yeah.
Left.
Early.
Well.
No. Ahead of schedule.
Ahead of schedule, yeah. We rebelled.
All the vendors decided that if we ignored the official schedule and just did the logical thing, then that would work much better, and it did.
Yeah, and use all the exits.
Yes, all the
instead
exits.
of just one, which had room for about 6 vehicles comfortably. Yeah.
There was a slight case of driving down the tram tracks from All About Yarn.
Let's not mention that.
It was brief, and I don't think they were.
Yeah, the tram didn't crash into the back of me. It did ring its bell, but
no lives were lost in the making of this video.
And no yarn was damaged, more to the point.
You nearly damaged me. She slammed her bleeding anchors on in an emergency stop at a traffic light. I nearly got tonsured by a shelf. I'm going to need danger money. I'm going to need danger money.
The camera's going to shake.
Oh, okay.
If you make me laugh. Sorry. My arm's starting to ache as well.
You should have used my selfie stick.
We should have, but that's in the car. You sat yourself down here. So, in a break from tradition, we're not reporting on the services from the car.
Good point.
We are at Hopwood Services on the M42.
Just south of Birmingham.
Yes, and we've availed ourselves of the facilities.
There was an excellent selection of refreshments.
I thought you were going to say toilets. There were many toilets to choose
from. There were indeed also many cubicles, but an excellent snack selection.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that you can see over there, but
yeah,
food, basically, lots of food.
Yeah.
And upstairs as well. So, yeah, lots of room to sit down.
Yeah, and there's a Smiths and a Waitrose, and we're sat on the banquette talking to ourselves.
Yeah, we're sitting on a chair like that.
You say chair, I say banquette. Am I the only person? Am I anyone else say banquette?
Well, now I want to say banquette because
it
sounds slightly naughty.
Banquette?
We found a banquette at Hopwood Services.
Is that just me and my mum?
I think it must be a Stratford-upon-Avon thing.
Maybe it's a Midlands thing. Banquette. I'm never going to be able to use that word again now. You've ruined it for me. Anyway, on to the serious business.
It goes with the music in the toilets. It's Marvin Gaye and Get It On.
I like that song.
Okay.
Sometimes when I go home to visit my mum, I go to her Friday night line dancing class because it's really good fun.
Yeah.
And I'm terrible at it, and we always get the awful giggles because we end up facing each other, and I clearly should have gone the other left.
She's not good at lefts and rights.
No, I'm not.
At all. There's lots of this in the car.
Yes, big hand gestures. But Mum tells me which are the easy ones that I can do, and there's this really nice one to Marvin Gaye and Get It On, so it always makes me think of dancing with my mum. Hi, Mum. I was thinking of you in the toilets. Hope that's not weird.
So anyway, the toilets.
The toilets.
Moderately clean.
Very clean.
They weren't any sort of fancy arse. Locking lids.
There were no fancy asses in there, I didn't see one.
No. No locking toilet lids, normal flushes that weren't sensors that you lean back and flush your bottom.
Something we also need to consider in our reviews is means of toilet paper dispensing.
Oh, I wasn't very impressed with the toilet paper. It was very, very thin.
The toilet paper is a bit thin, but it was a proper big roll on a holder. Because there's a trend for, like, you have a big holder on the wall and a tiny little hole, and you pull out one little mingy sheet at a time, and you're like...
And it tears.
And then you have to get 4 mingy sheets and make a blue paper sandwich, and it's a disaster. Anyway, so this had proper toilet roll.
Yeah.
And it was pretty clean.
It wasn't bad.
And there was flowers.
You weren't upset by the flowers this time like you were at Tamworth.
Well, the Tamworth flowers were just... No.
But there's a massive bunch of lilies.
Yes, I preferred the busy Lizzies. They had busy Lizzies in little metal buckets.
Yeah.
The worst thing about the toilet is having to walk into them with her, because she is walking like a constipated duck, and it's embarrassing, and I have no idea what's the matter with your calves.
Hang on, I'm going to have to switch hands.
Do you want me to
because
hold
this
it?
hurts. Yes, please.
There you go.
I've done something to my calves. The top of my calves, where my calf muscles attach just below the back of my knee, it hurts every time I walk. And if I sit down for a little while, for instance, a couple of hours driving, for example, they seize up. And so she was absolutely weak with laughter while I was desperately trying to walk across the car park.
God, it was humiliating. It's like she had one leg longer than the other. I don't even know what she did. You got the car seat in the wrong position.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe
No,
I have got one leg longer
walking
than the
like
other.
that for the last few
Maybe
years.
they've grown.
If you had one leg shorter than the other, you'd be walking in circles, and we'd never have made it into the
I
services.
do veer. I do have a veer. Does anybody else have a veer? I veer. I can't even remember which way I veer. But
To the right.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I always veer. So Zoe shouldn't walk on my right because it's as if I'm trying to get closer to her and walking.
It's getting a bit awkward, to be honest. Anyway, we did pass a couple of gentlemen with walking sticks, and I offered to mug one of them, but she declined. So
No.
we're just going to have to hobble back to the car and hope that her natural gait takes us in the correct direction.
That's all right. You
Just
can
do
give me a
that.
piggyback.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, Ella, what are we giving Hopwood Services? I'm giving it an 8 for the fun memories of my mum.
I was going to say, I reckon it's got pretty good facilities. I'd give it an 8.
Give it an 8. There you go, it's 8 out of 10 for Hopwood Services.
Yeah, we'll have to remember this one with the bonquettes.
With the bonquettes.
You can come and visit again.
They'll probably remember us. You know, that ginger one and the one with the gammy leg.
Two gammy
Two
legs,
gammy
that's
legs.
the problem. I can't walk on either of them. It's not like I've got a limp.
No.
It's not like I'm von Schmollhausen or something, limping along. I'm on both of them trying to move.
All right, my arm's killing me now. Okay, do you need to say anything else?
Thank you for sticking with us this long.
Yes.
Hope you've enjoyed the trip to Nottingham with us.
Yeah.
And if we did see you whilst we were wandering around, because quite a number of podcast viewers came and said hello.
Yes, thank you
then,
for coming to see us.
Yeah, it was really lovely to see you. We always enjoy that so much when
Yeah.
people come up and say hello to us.
Especially lovely Meg. That was really nice to see Meg.
Yeah, from Mrs M's Curiosity.
Mrs M's Curiosity Cabinet, audio podcast of awesomeness. Go and listen.
Fan. Big fan. Yeah. Yeah, that's just about it. So both of us will be back with our individual podcasts in a fortnight or thereabouts.
I might podcast next week, I'm not sure.
Oh, get you.
Yeah? Well, we'll see.
Enthusiastic much? I'll be back in a fortnight.
So there you go.
Yeah. Mind you, she does have a purchase to tell you about, so she's got something to podcast about, and I won't have anything
Just the
to
one.
podcast about for a fortnight.
Just the one. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning in. It's a good night from me.
And it's good night from her.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, it sort of zoomed in a bit. Oh, I do look tired. Okay. Hi, welcome to the first joint Pins and Needles and Owl About Yarn podcast. What are you doing?
Taking a picture.
Beautiful. We're going to have to review it.
All right. Very low down.
You can raise the seat, it's fine.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's just unexpected. Are you recording?
Yes.
All right. Oh.
You did it again.
Oh, for God.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed spending time with us, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channels. You can find us on YouTube as Pins and Needles UK and as Owl About Yarn. See you again soon.